2021 is over. December is done. The whole year is done. It's time to recap the month. I did so many things in December. Granted, most of them are movies, but I did some fun other things too. So let's just jump right into all the things that happened in December. End of the month, haircut. Can't see it. You normally don't see the end of my hair, but you guys, it's super short. I feel so fresh and ready for 2022. Anyways, I went to the theater, like live theater, not movie theater, for the first time in a very, very, very long time. I went to see The Grinch at the Old Globe here in San Diego. This is a show Mom and I go see every Christmas together. It's so fun and it's so short and sweet, and it's a great little thing that we do here, and I just love it, and I was so excited that we got to see it again this year. If you guys are ever in San Diego around December time, I have to recommend going to see this show. And it was a really great kickoff to the holiday season. Let's do the movie theater movies I went to next, because surprisingly, there's more than one. We saw Spider-Man No Way Home, of course. I was gonna do a whole movie review on that, but I got real lazy and busy and didn't get around to it, but it was great. You guys, everything the internet has been saying about this is true. Everything about this movie is so fantastic. Whether you're a Spider-Man fan, a Spider-Man fan a lot, you're gonna love this. You're gonna love it. I loved it, and I can't wait to see it 50 million more times, and I'm really excited it's part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And then I saw West Side Story. I've been very, very excited for this movie for like the whole year and plus we've been waiting for it. It's finally out and I loved it so much. It's not like super different from the first one. It's just more modern, and all the songs are the same, and everybody was just really great in it, and everybody's voice was fun, and I really loved all the things that were happening, and I miss musicals. Okay, next this month, you know what, I'm gonna save movies for last because there were a lot of movies. So let's do the books I read, because I read 2 books this month. If you watched the last month, you will know that Carson and I are doing a holiday book club. Again, if you want to join, it's gonna be super fun. But this month we read In a Holidays. It's a great fun little romance book that was just super Christmassy and really cute, and should be turned into a Netflix Christmas movie. Just throwing that out there. And then on my own, I read A Princess for Christmas. It's cute. Best book I ever read? No. Did I feel like I was reading a somewhat steamy Hallmark movie? Yeah. So just 2 books, but I'm pretty proud of those 2 books, and we have a New Year's Eve book we're reading for January, and then hopefully I can get back into the swing of reading. It's a New Year's goal, so fingers crossed I read lots of books next year. Alright, again avoiding movies, let's do TV shows I watched. I watched 5 seasons of shows this month. Yeah, so when I say I watched a lot of movies, I watched a lot of movies is plus 5 seasons. Okay, starting with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 4. You guys, I just love this show, and I'm really, really sad that I missed watching it live because I want to know how it compares to the movies, and I just can't without doing a ton of research that I don't want to do. So I'm pretending like I know what's going on, but I only have a couple more seasons left, but I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Rolling with Marvel, I also watched Hawkeye. Okay, you know how excited I was for Hawkeye, and it did not disappoint me. I have to say, this may be so far my favorite Marvel show on Disney+. I kind of have this new love for Hawkeye and his whole story, and I wasn't sure I was gonna like her, but she really grew on me, and all the side characters and the banter, and you know, spoiler, Yelena shows up from Black Widow, and I just love her, and she kind of stole the show, but it's just great. If you guys haven't watched this yet, do it. I think it's either gonna be a second season or it's gonna spin in somewhere, so I think it's important to watch it. And most importantly, final episode, post-credit end scene, we get a whole musical number from Rogers the Musical. And I just died laughing, and I think I was crying. I was laughing so hard because it was just so terribly Broadway musical, and I just loved every second of it, and have since downloaded the song and almost memorized it all by now. moving on. I watched the new and final season of Lost in Space on Netflix, so season 3. Started episode 1 being like, what the hell is going on? I don't remember any of this. So I had to rewatch the final episode. It didn't help a lot, but you kind of get into it and you're like, oh yeah, I recognize him, blah, 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 and put it all together. And it had a very nice ending. I kind of hope there's some sort of spin-off because I don't really want to be done with this show, but if I am, I'm happy. And then I finally finished season 6 of Nailed It on Netflix as well. I didn't realize I only had like 1.5 episodes left to go, and I waited like, I don't know, a month to finish it, but okay, the seasons as they go on get a little kind of more extreme than they need to be. Like how the first seasons it felt like they were truly just terrible bakers, and now I feel like they intend to be terrible, but it's still hilarious to watch and fun to try to see what they do with this stuff. So Nailed It on Netflix will always be a favorite of mine. The 5th show I watched on Hulu was season 2 of The Great. They just released it, and this show I don't know how to describe because it's just such a funny, I don't know, it's just like a not true story of Catherine the Great, and everything about it is just so funny and terrible, but it's so great to watch because the costumes are good, the dialogue is funny, and I never know what's gonna happen with it. So I can't wait for season 3 already. And that's it for shows. Again, avoiding movies. I did one puzzle. I did a Christmas puzzle. I put it away already, so I can't show it to you, but it was a beautiful 500-piece Christmas puzzle. And with that being said, those were all the things I did. Plus, I watched a few movies. I'm gonna count them because it's a lot, and this does not count all the Hallmark movies I watched this month. I watched 14 movies this month. Okay. Let's start with, let's just go in order. First Christmas movie I watched in December, Noel, on Disney Plus. Love this movie. It's such a sweet, light Christmas movie that makes me happy. Then I watched, new on Netflix, A Castle for Christmas, which was surprisingly adorable, and I loved every second of this movie, and I will most likely watch it again next year. And then, of course, I watched my favorite Christmas movie, White Christmas. I mean, I don't think this gets any more perfect Christmas than White Christmas. Then for second Monday of the month movie night, I watched The Santa Claus, the original Santa Claus. Tim Allen. Man, this was like prime Christmas movie of my childhood. And it takes me back every time, and when I watch this movie, it feels like Christmas of my childhood. And then, in preparation for the new Matrix movie coming out, which I fully intended to watch but didn't, I watched Matrix 1 on HBO and realized I don't remember anything about Matrix. I don't remember anything about Matrix 1. I mean, like, maybe 2 or 3 of the scenes. I don't remember those characters. I mean, someone pop on the screen, I'm like, that person dies. Sure enough, they die. Like, I remember kind of who comes and who goes. So I feel like I need to watch 2 and 3 before I watch the newest one. My 14 other movies, I didn't have time. Because after Matrix, I went back to Christmas movies, watching Christmas Chronicles on Netflix. I have, you know, favorite Christmas movie of my childhood, but my favorite Santa is Kurt Russell as Santa. Hands down. Then I watched Santa Claus 2. You know, because I watched 1, might as well watch 2. Did I watch 3? No, spoiler, didn't make the cut. Then I watched Klaus. If you guys have not seen this Netflix original animated Christmas movie, do it now. Watch it any time of the year. It's such a feel-good Christmas origin story that was not expected, and this movie will touch your heart, I promise. And then I watched A Night Before Christmas. This is a Vanessa Hudgens one that came out a couple years ago. That's just cute. And a unexpected Christmas movie, but I always put it in the Christmas category, is While You Were Sleeping. There's just something really funny about her lying to everybody about this, and like the ending and everything is so great. I feel like every movie I picked this month, I liked it and it made me smile. So sorry if I keep repeating myself. Because coming up next is Home Alone, which I just love. It makes me smile. And it also reminds me of my childhood and my brother recreating every single one of these traps in our house. Yeah. So someone was banned from watching it a few Christmases. But we watched that on Disney Plus, and then we're like, it was Christmas Day. We were feeling lazy after eating a big meal, and we're like, let's try the new Home Alone. So we watched the new Home Alone on Disney Plus. I kind of had anticipated it being bad. Like when I first saw that they were gonna do it, I was like, another Home Alone. I thought maybe Macaulay Culkin was coming back to do it, but that was, I realize now that was high hopes. So I was like, I watched the trailer, I'm like, I don't know. But it was good, and it kind of had a different vibe than the first ones. Are there still terrible traps that children shouldn't be doing? Yes. But it has kind of a better story woven through it. And then I watched The Holiday on Hulu. This is another one that I've probably watched a couple of times outside of the Christmas season, but at the Christmas time, this is one movie that has a California Christmas shown in the real way. Like it has the Santa Ana and it's not snowing, she swims in the pool, like it's stuff we really do in the winter. To me, it feels like a realistic Christmas, so I love this movie. And it makes me smile. Then I watched, again in anticipation for the sequel that I never watched yet, Sing. I have never seen this movie, and I had to record it off TV because it's not streaming anywhere. I really wanted to see it because everybody's like, no, it's good, you should watch it. I was like, okay, it's good. Like, it's cute, and there's so many famous voices in it, and I really like that. I like trying to guess the voices, and it was fun and great songs, and I'm really excited to see the sequel. And that's the last of the movies I saw. That's all 14 of them. I'm trying to go fast so I don't bore you with all the things that I did. I did go out to the desert for a little family trip. That was my one outing in the van this month. Really enjoyed the holidays, just the Christmas Eve and Christmas. It was very chill and relaxing, and just a handful of friends and family, and it was nice. It was kind of a different kind of Christmas, better than last year where everybody was quarantined. This year I know we're still kind of quarantined, but at least we're used to it by now. And to end the year, we threw a really fun, very small New Year's Eve party. For the past 3-4 years, we've been theming our New Year's Eve party, because you know I love a good theme. And this year it was Star Wars, and I went as the Mandalorian. There was literally like 6 of us, and we just played games, we make a backdrop, we make themed food, stay up till midnight, call it a night. So that's how we ended the year this year. It was a good year. I know I missed my first video of the year already, but I'm made a resolution to get back into it and do a lot more things besides Disney things this year, because I'm kind of taking a step back from Disneyland because it's just so weird now there and hard to go, that I'm like, okay, let's find other things to do. So you're gonna be seeing some different stuff from me this year, which I'm kind of excited about. I hope you are too. My name's Aubrey. I make new videos every Thursday, so make sure you subscribe and follow me on all my social media, and I will see you guys next week. 2020, man. Whoa. 2021. I think my brain still lives in 2020. Yikes. Okay, let's try to recap 2021 without thinking it's 2020.